Hello, my name is Katie Reddington, and I'm a candidate for my master's degree in educational technology from the University of South Carolina at Aiken. In creating this portfolio, I chose to select a template that was appealing to viewers. As you can see at the top, I have my navigation. With professional goals, artifacts, my narration page, my reflection, and my vitae. In beginning with my vitae, I'm going to talk with you about my professional experience. I've currently been teaching 3rd grade for 3 years now in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where I am also a member of the technology team. I earned my undergraduate degree from Coastal Carolina University, and I'm also a certified elementary educator in the states of Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and South Carolina. Upon completing this program, I hope to be a digital integration specialist where I can apply all the knowledge that I've learned and help teachers implement technology in the best way possible. In completing this portfolio, I decided to select a few artifacts to show my work that I've done as a graduate student. If I go to the top on my navigation page, I can begin by selecting my Artifacts tab. The artifacts all display my work according to the AECT standards and the ADDIE instructional design model. Now, prior to beginning this degree, I was not very familiar with the ADDIE instructional design model, but now through my courses and my work as a graduate student, I've learned a lot about this model and how effective it really is. The artifact that I selected to show my analysis phase is under Standard 2 for Content and Pedagogy. The artifact I selected was created in EDET 793, my Advanced Instructional and Design Development course. This project was my instructional multimedia project, and I first had to determine a need of my students. And with state testing coming up, I decided that they really needed more support on learning text structures. So that is what I focused this instructional presentation on. This artifact relates to Standard 2, Content Pedagogy, because I created this instructional presentation to improve the learning of my students, and afterwards they were evaluated and I found that it was beneficial for them and the results were very positive. Here to the bottom corner and hit my back to top button, and next I'm going to go to my second artifact that I want to show you. It is under Standard 1, and the artifact that I chose for my design phase is the final multimedia project that I created in EDET 603, Design and Development Tools. In creating this project, I used a flowchart to outline my presentation, which you can see below. I also designed a storyboard for each slide of the presentation to make sure I included detail, and also I showed the images and the media that I was going to be using. This artifact relates to Standard 1 because the technology that I used supported student learning by reaching all types of learners. In addition, the music that I used was from Creative Commons, and the images, most of them were taken by me. The next artifact fulfills the development phase of the ADDIE instructional design model. This artifact I created in EDET 735, Technological Applications for Diverse Populations. This was my final project, and I did it on English language learners. And in developing this project, I used a variety of tools, including Dreamweaver, PowerPoint, Google Slides, and also QuickTime. And I chose to use a variety of tools to make it very appealing and include many different things on this site. Now, prior to beginning this program, I had no experience using Dreamweaver or QuickTime or even Google Slides. So this was something that I learned all throughout completing this assignment. Now, this artifact also represents the AECT standard of number 1 because all of the images are copyright free. In addition, in my annotated bibliography, all the resources are properly cited. The next artifact I'm going to show fulfills the implementation phase of the ADDIE instructional design model. The artifact I chose for this is my final report from my internship in educational technology, and this report shows the highlights of one of my biggest accomplishments in this program. I created tutorial videos for my students' parents on the educational programs that we use at school, and then I implemented them during a parent training workshop that was actually held at my school. In addition, I also posted these videos on YouTube through a parent channel so that they can access them at any point. This artifact also represents the AECT standard of Standard 4 because I reflected a lot on my work as a professional, and I stated my successes through this journey and also things that I would have done differently if I could do it again. The videos I created for this internship also included a narration, and they were available for parents on YouTube. And I did that in keeping all learners in mind and all their different learning needs. The next artifact that I'm going to show fulfills the evaluation phase for the ADDIE instructional design model. And the artifact that I selected for this was from EDET 755, the Design and Evaluation of Information Access and Delivery. I chose to select my research synthesis, which I did on blended learning, and in completing this assignment, I had to evaluate each article that I chose on blended learning to really see if it was what I needed for my annotated bibliography. I also evaluated the overall model of blended learning in reading each article, and I was able to see the impact that it had on student learning overall. The last section of my portfolio that I'm going to show is my reflection section, and this is where I reflected as a student over the past 2 years as an educational technology candidate. I feel that I've grown tremendously, and I really never would have expected to be where I am today with technology and all the programs that I've learned. Coming into the program, as I mentioned earlier, I was not familiar with Dreamweaver, Photoshop, and I never even created my own website prior to beginning this degree. And now I can look back at all that I've learned, and I'm able to reflect on my experiences, and I'm very proud of all that I have accomplished. And I really aspire to take all that I've learned and apply it to be a digital integration specialist so that I can show other educators the power that technology has on their instruction.